And we're going to be starting off with what else but Greg House versus BeatyBean.
Oh my! I'm actually very interested because I have not seen Greg House play just yet, and I love me a good Rob, so this is going to be very entertaining. Uh, have you ever seen him play before?
I
Do you
think
all?
one or two sets of Greg House.
All right, so very interested to see. Oh wait, actually, okay. So looking at the bracket, it was a game 5 set between him and Phantom, so very, very close between the two.
Yeah. I mean, I see
Uh,
a lot of Rob play. I come from New England, which has way too many Rob players to even start talking about. However, I don't see a lot of Warriors, so this is a matchup that I don't get to see too often.
yeah. Same for me actually. I'm from Florida, so I do see a whole lot of Rob, but Wario,
Florida and
there's
New England are like the two Rob regions.
That's true. I mean, we have two Robs in the top 50, like just in our regions or in our state rather. So very
We might have two Robs in our top 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my gosh. So oh my gosh, already getting on some like really interesting pressure over here. Not trying to force a lot of interactions with the gyro and the laser, just kind of scrapping here, which is really interesting in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely a scrap-heavy matchup. Rob is probably going to want to be keeping BeatyBean as far away as possible for the most part, because usually if Wario gets the opening, it'll lead to things like that. And you can see that kind of combo later on, towards the end of the game when Waft is on the table. Yeah, that's something that you don't really want to be dealing with. So the idea here for Greg House and for Rob is just keep the Wario at bay. Don't let this exact thing happen to you.
I got scared.
If that happens, yeah.
I thought
mean,
you
see and suddenly Waft is on the table.
Yeah. It's really interesting, though, because, like, it's the exact opposite of what you want to do. Wario's, like, a really combo-section character with really short range, so your idea should just be, yeah, zone him out. But you're playing Rob, a character with the greatest, like, with the best ground normal in the game, like, come on. Oh my god. Okay, I thought we were going to see some gyro shenanigans there, but still keeping it safe with a little bit of a simple advantage here. Not trying to go for some crazy overextensions, but just playing it solid and trying to build up this percent slowly but surely. And that down air!
It's pretty nasty when you get it right like that. But here we go. Oh, BeatyBean has opened up the blast doors. Even up the percent as well. Question is the explosion going to be following behind? Or is Armageddon going to be delayed until the third stock?
Let's see. I don't know what
coming out.
Yeah,
I was that up tilt looked like it was coming out.
Yeah, I think he definitely wanted that. Oh, still living there. I thought he was going to be dead because he wasted his jump by coming in clutch there. And, see, actually, oh, there too into the up air, still adding on a little bit of that percent.
Yeah, I think we're getting to the point where BeatyBean kind of doesn't have the option of comboing the Waft anymore. We're gonna get a standard kill at this point. It's gonna be a back air, an up air, a down air, or something. Just something to get the stock out of the way, and then we'll see the Waft come out in stock 3.
Oh my gosh, those down tilts. Really crazy pressure there, and trying to get the dash attack kill confirmed. Not gonna get it just yet. An insane gimp right here. Yeah, he could have made that back with Waft, but that's a much better, like, a stock is a much less important resource than, you know, killing the opponent at 30, so.
Yeah, a stock is a much more important resource than your own stock at that kind of situation. That's a nice neutral beat there. No rage behind it, so it won't be threatening the kill. Trying to get it instead with Wario Bike. A light bit of tilts coming out here. Trying to get this stock going. 151. You want to make sure this is going fast.
Yeah, that's finally going to close it out here.
Yep, and now it's a scary situation for Greg House. Wario, all charged up and ready to go, just needs a little bit of percent and then an up tilt, and that'll be curtains.
Honestly, might not even need that much percent. Literally, I've seen Rob's confirm it at like honestly, this percent right here, just like starting percents, killing into like a Nair 1, Nair 2 Waft. So this is really terrifying right now.
I think with PS2 and the fact that Waft is usually a little bit more of a horizontal launch, you do want to give it a little bit of space. I'm surprised the down air came out there. That felt like the opportunity for something more, but that up tilt should do it, and it will spell disaster, but Greg is going to live!
It's gonna spell disaster, but for who exactly right now? Now you're stuck at even percents without, like, your kill move here. But Chomp not gonna kill just yet. Trying to get a one-shot here with his bite, but... Oh! That's gonna do it, yeah.
Alright, we can all take a breath. Because it's crazy that that waft didn't kill.
I think even BeatyBean, like, sighed a little bit of relief after that, because we all expected that to kill, right? Like...
Yeah. This is why I said you need a little bit of percent. There you go. We're seeing it right now. The kill screen and everything. But actually, if you look at the path that was taken, there was a decent amount of time left for Greg House to not die to that combo. There was a decent amount of percent more. I'd say roughly 10-15% before that waft would have actually killed.
Yeah, I think he expected it to send the other way, but just with the way Greg DI'd it, it was just like the perfect storm of him being able to live that. But let's see. Trying to decide a stage right now, and Town is a very interesting pick, I feel like.
Be curious to see how it plays. The tighter blast zones, I think, are a bit more advantageous to, honestly, Wario, I feel like. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, wait. Okay, no, this is real. We're seeing Greg House's Toon Link come out. Okay. I thought we were going to stick with the Rob, but no, we are going to be seeing a different form of play come out entirely.
Okay, so this is a thing, right? This isn't...
This is a thing. Greg House's Toon Link is a thing from my vague knowledge of New Jersey.
Okay. I'm very interested now.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with this pick here. Having the option to camp, I don't want to say better, because Rob is pretty good at camping if he needs to be. I'll say more distinctly, more intentionally.
Yeah.
You have better options and tools at your disposal to camp, and you're seeing it come out with that. The other problem that does come on the back foot of that, though, is as long as it's not a bomb, Wario can eat that projectile and charge up waft faster.
That is actually, that's a variable I didn't even think to, like, think about. Like, that was, oh my gosh. That's a really good idea, honestly. Just being able to use that to just build waft slowly but surely, like, is, oh my gosh. Being able to do that with the projectiles is going to be, like, such an interesting part of this matchup, I feel. Because, like, how much do you want to keep them out now that every single projectile you throw out is just more fuel to the fire, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But you can see already why this Toon Link has proved a pretty decent swap here. BeatyBean at 156%. Greg House just took enough damage to not even cross... Well, okay, now he's crossed 50.
There we go.
I need to stop talking, because as soon as I talk, it's just commentator's curse immediately.
It happens to the best of us. But I'm honestly very surprised BeatyBean is still alive. Because that... Oh my... Like we just said, commentator's curse!
It all becomes rage. It all becomes rage.
That's true. I'm still very interested to see why the Toon Link, 1, even came out, and 2, why it's, like, working as efficiently as it is, because I feel like Rob on Town and City is actually a really good counter pick for him, because being able to kill off the side with Arm Rotor is just so much easier because of how thinner the blast zones are.
Agreed, but I also don't think we really saw Greg House going for that many side Bs at all when it was happening. Most of the kills that were coming out were through, I think, standard up air combos, a little bit of projectile abuse as well. Here, though, this is why the Young Link is succeeding so well. It's because Wario is just such a stubby character, so that when you play the boxing game, you have less range to work with all of your moves. And Toon Link can just fall back, throw out a bomb, throw out a boomerang, throw out an arrow, and Wario can kind of try and chase it down, but he has to get through the wall of projectiles, which can lead into kill combos once you start getting into higher percents like this.
Oh, wow! That was... I'm surprised that, like, worked. I'm surprised BeatyBean ran into that, because I think what the plan was is, like, he wanted him to time the neutral to get caught in that, but just catching up at the last second, probably not reacting to it fast enough. But oh my gosh, in a little bit of a scary spot right now.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, I think, was that a misinput maybe?
I don't know. I feel like it happened to be. There wasn't. I'm waiting for the stream that I got pulled up on the side to try and catch up and see. I think, looking at that back, the best I can give that is I think BeatyBean was trying to extend the hitbox of the waft off of the bike and try and hope Greg House would run into it.
Does that work in the air, though?
That does work in the air. As long as it makes contact with the bike, it will extend the hitbox. It will, you know, give this window of pause that can lead to some players rushing in too early and getting hit with a strong hitbox. It was kind of a gamble, though, to go for in the first place. And it maybe was a misinput, but whatever it was, it did not work out.
But, I was going to say, he did have half-off charged up, but I think now, I think Greg is just confused with this. I think he was asking what that was to BeatyBean. But
yeah, I don't think anyone really knew what that was. Well,
someone in chat just said classic waft and or classic BeatyBean waft, and it's just what he does. Does he just throw it out like that, not trying to confirm into it? That's kind of raw, honestly.
Throwing games is a classic for like one player in every region. You'll go to a new region, they'll be like, yeah, that's the guy, he throws. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, running it fully back. Okay. Know about this. Like I see why you might want to go back. That game wasn't terrible, but also why a stage of the same size? Why not try and go for, I don't know, something a little smaller, small battlefield. PS2 even, I think, with the tighter side blast zones might be a better choice than this.
Yeah, I'm very interested to know what the thought process was to go back to town. Oh, that's a big whiff. Oh, not gonna get anything too crazy on that.
Yeah. We're seeing some lesser combos start to come out here, but you kind of see some of the failings of Wario without platforms. There's not a whole lot to kind of build. Even these light combos here, I cannot believe that you saw Wario jab be successful. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop what I was saying. One of the worst moves in the game just worked.
That is true. Wario jab might be in contention for the worst move in the game. Like,
it
not
does
only
nothing.
just in a vacuum.
It does nothing.
Not only in a vacuum, but just also the fact that why the hell would you use jab when Wario has down tilt? Like,
yeah, Samus jab, like, jab 1 for Samus is at least, like, stage, I think it's frame 3, if I'm not mistaken. So
it is frame 3, yeah.
It can still disrupt, it can still do things with jab 1. Wario jab is, it's slower than, I think, down tilt.
Yeah, it's slower than, I think, all of his tilts except forward tilt, so there's just
there's
no
no reason. There's no reason.
Oh, but
speaking of the tilts, the big old slap.
I mean, yeah, there is a reason to use forward tilt, though. That move is absolutely going to kill off the side.
Yeah, kind of some ludicrous kill power, honestly. And you get to a stage like this, Town and City, some tighter side blast zones, not as tight as I think PS2 compared to the ledge, but it still kills, and it still kills well.
Speaking of killing, Waft is fully charged up now, so we might see an early cheese stock right here, or we might just see, I think he might save it for the final stock, but
I think literally hitting that bike was the difference between using it this stock and using it next stock, because you got like 20% off of that throw, and you're gonna go, yeah, I think I'll take the 20.
Might as well. I love seeing, like, Wario uses a bike as a projectile to counter zoners. It's so funny. It's
a really good projectile, honestly.
Yeah. It's like,
it's
he
a
doesn't
little
have a
slow and
standard projectile
clunky.
in his kit, but who cares?
Yeah.
You can just spawn one.
it's a little clunky to move around with, but if you hit it, it does a good amount of damage, and it has some crazy kill power attached.
Also, it's surprisingly fast. Like, it's weird to move around with, but, like, the actual, like, speed of the projectile is kind of insane, because it is still an item, after all.
Yeah, it does get item physics. Not quite as crazy as some other items, but some pretty good ones behind it, but, ooh. BeatyBean's taking a lot of percent right now. And again, going for this landing waft, I think, again, that was trying to be another bike extension, but didn't even hit the bike that time.
Yeah, I don't know what the thought process was there, but yeah,
you've already got
the
link above 100% too. Like, I don't know about these hits, BeatyBean.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, that was a good up smash to clean it out. And now this would have been a perfect opportunity to have Waff saved. This is why I'm even more confused about that.
You get these nair hits, you get these up throws, you get these up airs, you're at a percent where you could be threatening the Waff right now, but you already spent it, and so now you gotta make that ground up the legitimate way, which is something that Wario has never been good at.
Hey, who knows? Maybe the Waff like being spent early was because he really, really wanted to kill with half Waft now. Who knows?
Maybe. Maybe it's some grand design, and we're just not privy to it.
That's true. It is something to BeatyBean's thought process that us mortals cannot comprehend.
He is kind of making some ground back up right here, though. 151%. 68 and slowly closing. If it plays the long game for long enough, I mean, we're getting up to 82%. Tilts could potentially start killing here, but that's the one thing you cannot eat, Wario.
That was so smart, actually. Saying that he was gonna hold Chomp there and using the bomb to stun him in place there. That was so smart, dude.
Yeah, BeatyBean had been holding those chomps a lot at ledge like that, and so Greg House adapted to it, pulled the bomb before grabbing ledge, and that was all he needed.
Alright, now, let's see, going on to game point... Oh, wait, did he pick another character? Okay,
No.
never mind, okay. I guess I misheard, never mind.
Same characters. I think it's just a straight run back. I think that's... I saw the hand spin of run it back. We'll see, I guess, whether or not it is.
The universal sign.
Yeah. We'll also see if it works.
Are they? Yeah, they are running it back.
We are running it back. I'm a little concerned for BeatyBean here. We have not succeeded in any of the 3 games that we've had on this stage. Or, well, I guess this is the 3rd, so... Oh, pardon my language. But...
Yeah, I have some faith.
There is a level to which we've been seeing plays that make me confused and concerned as to why we're on Town and City, as opposed to smaller stages. Now, obviously, we don't know what the bans are. The bans could be something that are restricting some stages that you'd like to go to, and so this is the next best option. But even still, I have to imagine there's better options than this. I know Wario players like this stage, but I have to imagine there's better options.
Yeah, I mean, especially, versus a character like Toon Link, I feel like you would want to have a smaller stage versus a zoner. Like, maybe Smashville, but I'm gonna assume, Greg left that, didn't leave that open. And
yeah, I imagine Smashville probably got banned. Maybe PS2 hater. I'm down if it's a PS2 hater, and PS2 was also banned.
Yeah.
Absolutely, though, I wouldn't be surprised if Final Destination and Hollow Bastion were 2 of them open.
And that's gonna be the first stock right there. And still at a pretty uncomfortable position now. I do feel like it's gonna be a little bit it's not gonna be that tricky for BeatyBean to get this kill here. But
well, you say that, and Greg House is just putting pressure on at Mach 10, not giving
I was
BeatyBean
about
a
to
chance
say...
to put on any kill options.
I was like I mean, I guess it makes sense with the character as small and as quick as Toon. Like, I feel like it would be a little bit difficult to catch him. Oh. But now, trying to set up for the forward tilt. There it is!
Easy 2-frame right there. That move just kind of goes crazy.
Sure, it's massive, it's active, it just obliterates people. It's such a good move, man. Oh, I think he really wanted to parry the last hit there, but just barely missing the timing. Oh, wait! Oh!
I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. That was the perfect situation for it. And I do still think BeatyBean, if another window like that opens up, should be going for the Waff kill.
Oh, like right there, that would have,
like
I
right
think
there.
That would have been a perfect opportunity. Yeah. I guess he just really wants to save it for the final stock.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We keep seeing BeatyBean, you know, kind of crest that 80% threshold. I can't believe he lived. Wow.
Yeah, what?
We've seen, this is what keeps happening. We've seen BeatyBean crest the 80% threshold, try and go for something tricky with the waft like that, blow it in the second stock, and then doesn't have enough time left to get it built back up for the last hit situation, where it would be a little bit more useful, in my opinion.
I mean, I feel like, oh, okay, I thought he was gonna be dead there. Okay, yeah. I feel like now is a pretty okay position to have whiffed that waft. You still have like enough time to make it back, I feel.
Yes. This is probably the best situation BeatyBean has been in on third stock against this Toon Link. But still, imagine if there was a waft here. 41% on both players. Literally 41.9% on both players. You know, you're just looking for your next hit. If you get your up tilt, if you get your up air here, that's curtains with a waft.
Yeah, pretty much any hit like you would get as Wario is gonna convert into a kill here. But unfortunately, getting rid of that waft, so not really gonna have a chance to kill here.
Yeah, I think we're nearing, if not already, at half waft. So there could be some later game potential. Need roughly about 45 more percent before that becomes a real option, though.
But
I
think I just saw it right there. The little spark came out. I think half waft is charged.
Yeah, I do think we're at half waft now. I wasn't sure if it had come by and I'd missed it, but I think we are definitely at half waft now if we weren't already.
Oh my gosh. Dude,
oh my god! You comboed yourself! You played yourself! You literally played yourself with your own bomb!
That's gotta suck, man.
You are going to Twitter! Be gone! That is the craziest thing I have seen in a while. That is nuts. I cannot believe it. Chat, get this man on Twitter right now.
That's gonna be on the Collision Twitter. I already
if
know
it's
it.
not on the Collision Twitter, we're running this whole thing wrong.
Alright, but now game 5 and the Rob coming out now? I'm very interested.
Swapping back to the this must be a stage counter pick with the character counter pick included. It has to be.
Yeah, there must have been something wrong. Or there must have been something different, rather. In between, like, maybe...
No? No, we are going back to the... Oh, it's a decision. Greg House.
Game 5, this is a pretty tough choice to make.
Oh!
Okay,
so
we are going
in.
to...
So what stage are we going to? What is the counter pick here? Oh, I love that handshake. We're going to Battlefield.
Now let's see if the stage kind of can change much of the game plan. But right now, I do like this is the stage you would have seen earlier in the set because, like, I mean, you have the platforms to mix up your movement. It's a much smaller stage, so Toon Link has a lot less space to move around. I feel like you would want this, but I guess Toad was a more suitable option earlier. But is DSC or is
DSR is not
a thing?
I don't believe it is.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe that was the reason they kept running it back to save it for Game 5, but I guess not.
I'm pretty sure I've seen just PS5 sets before, so it's not a thing to my knowledge.
That's fair.
But yeah, this does kind of feel. I know I'm just a lowly commentator with a 15% win rate, but this feels like the kind of stage that you would have seen come out sooner for BeatyBean for the Wario, and you can see that reflected in the percents. 130% on Toon Link, 45% on BeatyBean. We have not seen a single game on Town and City where BeatyBean got the first stock.
Also, catching that neutral get with the back end, that was so clean.
It literally leads me to believe that I wonder if BeatyBean was using the Town and City pick specifically to work on that matchup and specific play.
Also, can we talk about that platform Texas with the bike? That was so smart. No, he died that early. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta love it. There's a lot more umbrellas that Wario gets to play here, too. Each of these platforms make it harder for Toon Link to kind of do these bomb combos that you've seen put in so much work for Greg House. It really does feel like the counter picks were reversed for both players here, but hey, you gotta respect it, you gotta accept it, and let's see what both players can do.
Oh, trying to catch an air dodge in there, and I think, yeah, that flash does mean we are getting full waft here.
Yep, you can see Wario glowing that disgusting brown shade. I think BeatyBean is not quite going to be able to nail it. Greg House is going to make it back within an inch of his life, but already at 117%, 64% to BeatyBean. The gaps have been tightened just a little bit, but it's only going to take one or two more hits here for BeatyBean to get the kill.
Did he B-revert? Did you see that? He B-reversed the bike cancel animation. Why did that work?
I
Oh!
cannot tell you.
Oh my gosh. And now, oh my god. And I know people say that you should play Wario like you have one less stock, but right now, never mind. I was gonna say he's down to stock against Wario, but right now going back, everything's going back to even. So
We have been hitting a delicious amount of commentator's curse tonight, but oh my god, oh my god! Those up airs, if they weren't dodged, that definitely would have been it. And this is gonna be it right here. BeatyBean getting the extended combo, going to turn things around and take it beautifully in that game 5.
that was like perfect, like trademark Wario. Like that was that was so clean. All right, and that's the move to Luce's finals, correct?
Yes. This is Losers Finals. This is going to be BeatyBean going up against Marvale, the Palu, who we've been
Ooh.
seeing earlier tonight.
Very, very interested to see how that's gonna pull out. All right, but yeah, insanely close set we just saw right there. I mean, you can see it right here. Every single game did go down to last stock, I'm pretty sure. But
If it didn't go down to last stock, it was at least like very high second stock.
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if you heard it with the game audio.
I heard
already
Wario.
going back. Yeah, already going back to, or already starting up Losers Finals right now.
Yeah. Gonna be getting into it. I don't imagine there's gonna be too much of a need for delay between these sets here.
And I think we're just waiting on Marshall right now.
We're literally just waiting on the replay.
Let's see. And yeah, we do still have Syrup and Winter side stock, so
Yeah, the winner
I'm
of this
gonna
goes
say-
to fight Syrup.
I I do feel a little bit bad for Marvell because if he does win this, he would have to play 3 sets of Steve Palu. I hope he's doing all right.
You know, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that you simply have to accept in life. There it is again, the wonderful self-kill.
Oh, and
Wario is suicide.
ooh, okay. And I actually really want to see if there it is, the final combo that ended it. This was just so clean right there. Like
Yeah.
comboing off of both of the platforms into that was just nice. It also
As soon
had
as you
great-
saw those up tilts coming out, you knew BDB was going for it. You knew that waft was coming out one way or another. Hit or
the
miss.
the second I saw him tech on platform, I already knew like, all right, that's game.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the ball game.